everything because I want to take everything that you know, so then I'll be ready at that next level. And he's like, if you see me, not working as hard as you think I should, like, get on me about that. Because, like, I want him to, treat me like he would himself. And I want him to prepare me like he would himself too. And I almost want to be like his son, where he can take me under his wing and, show me everything I need to know. So then when I get to that next level, I'll be ready. Because, he was a Norris Trophy winner and he's done a lot. So, he's a great person and he really cares about, the person and player that I want to be. And he has my back through it all.
So has he ever gotten on you? Like has he given it to you? About
100%.
what? What does he give it to you for? What does he
I think I've only skated with him like a couple times, and he's very, he's not a big yeller, I don't think, or I haven't seen it yet, right? So, but no, he's honestly, if anything, we'll just talk about, like, if I, say we're doing like a fake or we're going to do retrievals and I did something, but he wants it a little bit better, he'll show me way, and then we'll talk it through, like, whether we're doing drills, I'll talk about, be like, hey, Gio, do you want it this way? And then he'll kind of show me what, what he wants it like. But there's a lot of conversation in it, whether he wants it this way. But a lot of it's just learning, and I love to just, pick his mind about some things. So I love talking to him, all the time, just to hear what he has to say.
Now, what's the best advice he's given you about the next level?
Well, he's been through ups and downs in hockey. He didn't get drafted to the OHL, didn't get drafted to the NHL, and I think just you work hard, have fun, obviously be a good person, but work hard. He's, worked so hard his whole life to get to the point he has been today. So just watching his work ethic and, the way he carries himself on and off the ice, I think that's a huge thing. But I think for me, he just says enjoy it, and don't ever wish time away or anything, but just work as hard as you can and then just enjoy it. And it goes a long way. So, yeah.
So, as you say, like, ears wide open, you were saying that, particularly after the injury happened at the World Juniors, like, you heard from some pretty prominent names in the hockey world. Like, as this whole year has unfolded, Matthew, like, is there any one interaction or conversation with someone that stood out in a big way where you thought, I never thought I'd hear from that person?
Yeah, obviously, I think the biggest one was right after the tournament. We retired McDavid's jersey, and obviously I was hoping to play in that game, but then I got to talk about him in the press conference and on the ice when we were retiring his jersey, and I went in there and I wasn't expecting to talk. I was just like, I'll just go up and watch. And then I got put on the spot a couple times, and I was like, what am I going to say? Because, I get told, I'm like, you're going to talk, and I go, I'm going to talk to, like, about McDavid, because I'm like, I know, of course, as a hockey player, and I've heard so many things, but I don't know him, like, personally, right? So then I get up on the podium, and you guys have probably seen it, but I'm talking, and then I look over at him because I run out of things to say, and I go, I'm so proud of you. And I go, oh my gosh. I'm like, what am I doing here? So then I say that, and obviously he's a great guy. He knows where I'm coming from, I hope. So I'm like, I'm proud of you. And I go, oh no, what came out of my mouth there? I'm like, proud of you. So then, yeah, like, obviously he was a great guy. I got to talk to him in person off to the side, not with any cameras or anything, just about, because he broke his collarbone his rookie year and his NHL year. So, just hearing things, if you ever need anything, but he said just make sure you're fully ready because you don't want to rush it back and injure it again even more. So, things like him, Stamkos, a lot of guys in the Felinos. So, a lot of guys you hear from, and it's pretty cool coming from them.
So we know that the Stanley Cup, it goes through Florida, right? So, like, I'm just wondering, as a defenseman, when you watch the Panthers in the Stanley Cup final and you see the way they forecheck and you see how aggressively they are on defensemen, and they're like, for example, if you do go first overall, you're going to be in the Eastern Conference. So, like, when you watch them, were you imagining Carter Verhaeghe bearing down on you or Sam Bennett bearing down on you?
Yeah, well, we obviously got to meet some of those guys too. We got to meet Sam Bennett, but they're great guys. Obviously on the ice, you turn that switch off, but watching that game, you want to play so badly in it, and it's like, I want to play here in it, and it gets you so, like, fired up. Like, I'm watching the game and I'm getting so into it because I want to be out there. But it's pretty cool hockey, and obviously Florida's a great team. I think they deserve to win. They were, definitely the better team, but they work so hard and they're coached so well. So, watching that, But you want to be out there and play against them because, you know, they're such a great team, but you want to win that Stanley Cup. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, as much as they forecheck hard, I'd love to play against that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, who knows? There could be drama at the draft. Maybe you fall to 32, Matthew, and you
never know.
No.
That's very
I think that one we do
That's
know.
great stuff.
Well, think about the opportunity.
Thank God the interview's almost over, Kyle. Now that you blew that one.
Well, I thought that, like, watching, obviously we watched the win and the celebration that's come, like, you see how much of a team those Panthers are, right?
Yeah.
And we saw the footage of you in the dressing room doing the starting lineup. Like you mentioned, you know, wanting to have the surgery done in Ottawa so you could stay with your World Junior teammates through the end of it there. For the feature that's dropping this week on you that our Sportsnet features team did, there's great visuals after, you know, your Otters team were eliminated from the playoffs on the ice, just sharing a moment with all of your teammates there. I just wonder kind of where you develop that side of you too, like the ability to be there for the other guys in that room in such incredible ways, in the great moments and also the tough ones too.
Yeah, you become family with all those guys. You go through ups and downs, but you really have each other's back throughout, you know, everything. You go to battle with them throughout the whole year. You know, playoffs, you're blocking shots, you're making hits, you're penning guys on the back, you're getting them going. You do a lot with them throughout the year, whether it's team bonding, you guys go to get, you know, a bite to eat after practice, you have a bonfire at someone's house. You get to know them personally, and, you know, I got to meet another guy, I won't say his name, but his mom's going through terminal brain cancer on my team, and you know, it's like, I've been through that, and he felt that he was able to relay on me because I've been through things like that. And I remember seeing his mom the one day at breakfast, and I broke out into like tears because I know what it's like for a mom to go through that, and you never want to see, you know, your mom go through that because they're some of the strongest people, and, you know, if it's someone to go through that, of course they're going to go through that because they're the toughest. And, you know, my mom was way tougher than me, my brother and dad combined, and, you know, if we went through that, I think we would be crying. So she didn't even let a tear out. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it sucks, and you get to see the things that the people have went through in life, and, you know, your teammates, and you always have their back throughout everything.
So do you allow yourself to think this week, like in your head, do you think I'm an Islander, or in your head do you think I don't know where I'm going?
Yeah, obviously it'd be an honor to be an Islander, but you really can't control what happens now. It's I mean, it's all up to the team and, you know, whoever wants you, right? So really you just gotta wait till that Friday at 4 p.m. to see what happens. But yeah, obviously, I mean, you want to go number one, you want to be an Islander, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, up to them and their decision. So you just gotta kind of wait and, you know, see what team wants you.
Okay, so with everything going on in your life lately, Matthew, it was neat to hear you were still able to attend your